It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Silver and Black. All that and more coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the side. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. They're going to look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses, because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over, because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That 1st series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Working with a 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A first down carry for Foster to about the 40-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 40 now on second down. Watson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Watson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Second and 5. Watson looks to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First and goal, Foster. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Allen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. This is Casper catching it out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Allen has it, left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They run the draw play. Allen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They run up the middle with Foster. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Second and 2. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Jackson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Toss play to Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete to Foster. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
What's going on, guys?
Watson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. And Daniels has it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now it's Watson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
This one swung out to Williams.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Foster on 4th. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. 7 yards there and a first down. Going up the middle, Foster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Allen.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop to throw.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play.
And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll look to throw here.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. To throw is Watson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
Watson going to keep it again. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. To the 43, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
All about the offense so far in this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Allen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Watson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Watson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Second and 2.
Now Foster running left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watson over the middle, complete. It's Daniels. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Foster. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second and 3. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're actually showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He'll look to throw. This is Casper catching it out right.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal.
Back to throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
On the draw, here's Allen. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A shotgun handoff now. Foster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now a give, it's Jackson.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Here's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Jackson will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. has the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Watson, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side on the swing pass, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Off of play action, it's Watson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.